Good morning. Happy Saturday to everybody. It's my Monday, and I'm tired. Why is he tired? Well, watch my last video that I took last night at, after midnight, 12 something in the morning, and you'll know. I couldn't get back to sleep until maybe 2 a.m. because I was so pissed off, and just it was the fireworks was just part of what pissed me off. That's just what triggered it, okay? What else happened after the fireworks is what also pissed me off, and it was just, first of all, why is this happening? Illegal fireworks, at 12 something in the morning. First of all, that's about enough to piss anybody, especially the size of the ones they were lighting off and how many. It was complete bullshit. But this ain't the first time this shit happened. This is something that keeps reoccurring randomly. And I'm really just, I'm so sick of it, man. I really am. I don't know how long and more I can put up with this bullshit from this freaking idiots around here. Nobody should be able to tolerate this, okay? And that's another thing that kind of pisses me off, is it seems like nobody does anything about it. They just tolerate it, I do what I can do. Maybe there's people that do call the police besides me, but you'd think eventually someone would jump up that can see where it's coming from and go confront these idiots, or do something. If I wasn't in bed, and I've jumped up before and jumped in my truck and went looking for these idiots, but I can never find them because it's always just far enough away where by the time I get up, get in my truck, and get over there, it's already over and they're gone, okay? But I know there has to be people that know exactly where this is, and probably maybe even some people know who's doing it, and they're not doing shit about it. They just, there's people that are just complicit with this, okay? They just don't do nothing about it for whatever reason, or it's not an issue to some people, which I don't understand. I would never understand that, because that's just straight disruptive, like in a bad way. I mean, especially if you're an elderly person, or you have a child or animals or anything, that can be traumatizing to them, okay? I mean, it's like terrorism. It really is. It wouldn't be so bad if they were like small fireworks, really, but these are not small fireworks, all right? These are freaking bombs, dude. Mortars, okay? Ground shaking, alarm setting off freaking bombs, okay? And it's frustrating, dude. It's frustrating. And I'm tired now because of it. Because of these assholes. These piece of shit losers. And maybe even to these people, it's normal. It's normal to them, some people. It's part of their culture. Which I wouldn't never understand a culture like that. That's that disruptive to sleeping and innocent, weak people. That's bullshit. That's bullshit culture, if that's what it is. If it's part of a culture, that's bullshit culture. It's fucking lame. Excuse my French. But I'm not happy right now. I'm tired. I got maybe 4 hours sleep. And to me, that's not enough, especially on a Monday, my Monday. My back still hurts a little bit. And I'm just like, and you know, okay, those are some of the things that got me pissed off. Why I couldn't sleep, why I couldn't fall back asleep for 2 hours. And then another thing that kept me from falling asleep and got me mad is, if I can't handle this and I lose my shit and I start getting fucking aggro and haste, you know, I'm gonna want to sell that place and get the hell out of there. And you know, because I don't know how much more I can take of that bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't know how much. And then I'm thinking, oh man, this is gonna turn. This could, you know, if I get haste and I want to move, it's gonna be really hard for me to sell that place, especially if that kind of shit's going on, or you know, it's just, I have all these what ifs starting to kick in because of these idiots. Okay, what if I have to sell my place? Now what? Now I gotta do this and that. It snowballs into all this thinking, right, that I had going on when I should be sleeping like a baby, like I was sleeping like a baby when that shit started going off. Scared the living hell out of me, you know. So I'm frustrated, I'm angry, disappointed, regretful to a certain extent that I even bought that place because of shit like that. You know, it's not peaceful, man. It is very disruptive, and to be honest, it's not healthy. Okay, it's not healthy. It can cause health problems like a heart attack, stress, anxiety. It could give you a stroke, whatever, shell shock syndrome, whatever, you know. You can get PTSD from shit like that, okay? Explosions. A lot of shit it can cause, man. It can cause just general stress, man, like it does me, and anger. It can cause people to become haste and maybe not make the best decisions, you know, because, you know, when you're haste and you're angry in the moment, you could do, some people could do stupid shit that's, you know, they normally wouldn't do. Because, dude, when that shit happens, it infuriates me, dude. Like, I am fighting mad, where I want to go find these fuckers and beat the living crap out of them, literally, you know. That's how much it angers me, and it makes me want to move. And it angers me that people put up with this shit. Nobody does nothing. It's fucking ridiculous, man. But I needed to get a little bit of this frustration out, and, you know, I don't know, man, who's selling these fucking fireworks, but they need to be put out, they need to be caught and put out of business and possibly even locked up. Because this is terrorist activity, man. They're terrorizing with these fireworks, man. You know, man, you guys know how many videos have I put up in regards to this bullshit, these illegal firework bullshit terrorists? A lot, man. Okay, I'll admit it's been a little bit quiet lately, more than normal, maybe because, you know, the calls to the police worked, and I don't know, all of a sudden out of nowhere, here we go again. You know, a big one too. This wasn't a small fireworks show here. This was a pretty expensive, extensive amount of fireworks that were set off at just over 12 a.m. this morning, okay? Someone planned this and executed it and got the hell out of there before anybody or the police could get to them. I don't know how it went down. Maybe it's someone that lives there. I don't know where they came from exactly, but I think it came from some businesses over there. Okay, there's like a locksmith over there. There's a bunch of business buildings there. I think it came from an industrial complex somewhere. I don't know, but because, you know, I never can get over there in time And I'm just over jumping up out of bed from a dead sleep and jumping in my truck and going to look for a fight. I'm over that, okay? I'm over it. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to put my situation in jeopardy over idiots and their bullshit fireworks. So hopefully my day gets better. Hopefully I can have a good week. It just sucks to have to start my week like this because of idiots, assholes, piece of shit losers. You know, it does. It sucks, man. You know, here I thought that, you know, maybe we'd get a break for a good amount of time, but nope. It came right back, heavier and harder than ever. All in one big shot. Such bullshit, man. I'm over it. So anyways, I need to vent a little bit on this because I'm tired, I'm pissed, I'm still pissed, and I hope it stops because my fuse is running short. Okay, I'm about to become the explosion. I'm not kidding either, man. I'm this far to becoming the mortar myself, okay? I'm gonna spontaneously combust. This shit continues, man. So anyways, I'm at work. I'm gonna serve my time, you know, do what I gotta do so I can pay my bills so other people can make my situation uncomfortable. I'm not getting my money's worth when they're doing this, okay? When they continue to disrupt my place of living, where it's supposed to be my sanctuary, I'm not getting my money's worth when this shit goes on, and that pisses me off. I work hard to have what I have, and I don't need lowlifes, scumbags disrupting my situation that I work hard for. It irks me, dude. It irks me. So anyways, this is a Debbie Downer video, I know, but I need to talk about this and get it off my chest because it infuriates me. So anyways, I know I'm repeating myself now. So I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, Saturday, and stay tuned for whatevs. We'll catch you later. See ya.